また時間かかるんですか？
当然だ。使え。
何も当たってませんけど。
One, two, three. Yokoso. What's good, what's good, what's good, what's good? My name is BLUSH, man. And I'm back to play more MTG Arena, that fun little game where I rant about how much I hate people's decks, and I get to show you mine in the process. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to play a little bit of ranked. Ooh, don't make me spicy, don't make me hot. And with this cool deck I made, which I'm very proud of. I don't think I showcased it yet. And we're going to see how high I can climb. I'll probably play this one, not just one video, but a couple videos, and see if I can actually climb with it. And I figured out... How are you? Good, moving on. And I figured out the deck layout too, which I'm pretty proud of. So we're going to play Standard Facts, which is my standard deck. I decided to finally make a standard deck. The next mountain to climb will be Commander, but I'm not looking forward to it. Though I've never tried to see if I could play with multiple people on this game besides one-on-one. So if I can actually play with like 3 or 4 people at a time, that'd be sick, and I would really enjoy that. So I'll probably make a Commander deck for that sole purpose alone. Just to fucking see. But anyway, this is going to be my Standard Facts deck, my ranked deck, I guess. And I got the deck overview going on here, so I'm going to tell you what it's about. So, it's basically blue-white control, because I don't know how to play anything except for control now. So that's fun. And I've never seen anyone play it like most of my decks, because I got to be an extra bougie, brand new type bitch. So I always try and play some things that I don't see played. But it's been running really well. I don't have the typical spread that I've seen in most standard decks, where it's like 4 and 4 and then 3 and 3 and 3 and 3 and maybe like 2 and then 2 and then like 1 and shit. Basically because I don't have the wild cards, and so I can't do that. And B, I'm not a standard player, and I've never built a standard deck. This would be my first one ever. So I don't know, because it looks pretty cool right now as far as the 3s and 2s, but getting it to 4 and 3 is like, I haven't tried it yet, but I definitely know that's going to take a lot more toolkitting and testing than I want to do, or that I have done. But basically, the main components of this little bad boy right here is going to be Simulacrum Synthesizer. When this artifact enters Scry 2, whenever another artifact you control with mana value 3 or greater enters, create a 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token. With this token gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Really good. Lich Pin. And then this one right here, Moonlit Meditation. Enchant artifact or creature you control. The first time you would create 1 or more tokens each turn, you may instead create that many tokens that are copies of the enchanted permanent. Wait, Kakashi Sensei. So that means that you're making a 0/0 construct artifact that gets +1/+1 for each artifact on the field. And if you combine it with the Jutsu, Moonlit Meditation, that means when you create a token, you can create a token of Simulacrum Synthesizer. Yes, Naruto, that is exactly what that means. Thank you for following. And the third most important card is this bad boy right here. If you would create 1 or more artifact tokens, instead create those tokens plus an additional map token. 2 mana, tap. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact you control. Wait, Kakashi Sensei. Are you telling me that Worldbreaker Helm is a 3 mana artifact So if you play it, it pops Simulacrum, and it also makes a token. But if you make a token, you can create that token plus another map token that is an artifact. They don't tell you, but a map token is an artifact. Oh, it tells you on the right side right there. That's an artifact. Target creature explores. Yes, Naruto. And I can use that 2 mana tap to create another construct to swamp the field. Or if I want multiple maps, because I can't seem to get to El Dorado because Dora and Boots are not useful and Swiper keeps swiping, I can do that. So that is the main bane of the game in this deck. And everything is built around that. So I have Dust Animus, which is not built around that. But don't fret, because it is a cool card. I could plot it, I could throw it down. It's flying, which is essential. I need at least some sort of flying. Otherwise, if they have flying, I just get fucked way too early. And having it plotted for lifelink at the end of the game, if I gotta like stall a little bit, I consider that pseudo control, kinda. White is good at stalling things. Trying to be PC here. Keep that joke to a minimum. But this card's cool. It saves me a lot. I got 2 of these. And then I have Sheltered by Ghosts in case I'm trying to draw and I just can't really get to the cards that I need. I do usually have Dust Animus out here, or my other 2 mana creature that you'll see in a little bit, which gives me a little bit extra control because it gives it lifelink, which is life-saving, and Ward 2, which makes it a little bit of a threat for them. It's one of those things where they're going to want to resolve it, even if it isn't the biggest problem they have, just because they don't want to keep getting hit for 2 and for 3, 4 or 5. No, 4 or 5 is pretty bad. 3 is kind of getting up there, but 2, they just don't want to get hit. And Ward pisses people off. Pisses me off, that's for sure. Parting Gust, which I don't know why people don't use this card. You give them a 1/1 token for an exile. That's like, it's uncommon. Now this would be mythic under the right circumstances 25 years ago, but dude, why would you not give them a fish? You can feed them and you can get rid of their big scary creature that's indestructible. You play a Blightsteel Colossus and I part you with a little gust, you're gonna feel like a silly little gopher when he turns into a fish. And he's just sitting there tapped, not even doing anything. He's out of water. You gotta get him back into the water before he's even useful. I have another 2 mana creature because in my first trial run where I tried to play Weft Walking in Standard, I realized that I can't start the game at turn 5 and 6, that I do in fact need to do things at earlier turns. So Silent Hall Creeper, this creature can't be blocked. When it deals damage to an opponent, you choose one that hasn't been chosen. So I could put 2 counters on him, which is cool. 2 mana 3/3 isn't that bad. Guaranteed damage is always good. Draw a card, which is probably my favorite and the most useful because I'm trying to get to those 3 points as fast as I can. And then the third one, which is totally whatever, this creature becomes a copy of another target creature you control. So I don't have too many creatures in this deck aside from constructs, so it's not that big of a deal. He never turns into something I don't want. He either doesn't have a companion on the field, totally fine. He turns into Dust Animus, which just gives him flying and makes him strong. Or if it's plotted, then it makes him 4/5 with lifelink and flying, which is dope. Or it turns into a construct, which is just helpful for me. So that's very good. I have Officious Interrogation. So the whole point of this deck is once I get one of those pieces on the board, aside from playing 3 mana artifacts, I do need to pop Moonlit Meditation. So that means I do need to get a token onto the field, or at least the ability, or at least the, what should I say? I need to start the process of having a token that's about to hit the field, so I can choose to override that and pop Moonlight off. So this spell costs 2 more to cast for each target beyond the first, which is dope. that I can target multiple players. Probably definitely put this in Commander depending on the deck that I pick. Choose any number of target players. Investigate X times, where X is the total of those creatures players control. So right now I'm figuring out in Standard that there's a lot of white decks, because there's always a lot of white decks. Ugh. But so they usually have at least 2 or 3 creatures on the field. So I get, for 2 mana, I get 3 artifacts on the field, which pumps up my constructs, +3/+3. I can choose my own field if I want. I usually don't have anything, so I typically never do that. And 2 mana, sacrifice this token, draw a card. So this is one of my card engines, or my draw engines, and my token engines. It's 2-in-1 for 2 mana at instant speed. Pretty nice. I have United Front, which is another token engine. Create X/1/1 ally creature tokens, then put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. This card is good. I'll probably keep it in. I get the whole 3/4 type of deal, but this card is pretty good if in the event, because if I don't have all 3 pieces of Exodia, then sometimes they have like 5 or 6 creatures on the field, and my life might not be all the way there. So if it's slow and I need like 2 or 3 turns to get more constructs out, and I don't have that time, this card can be life-saving, because if I have enough mana, I can just pump a whole bunch of blockers onto the field. And then it is a token engine if I do have everything set up already, so it's not too bad. It's pretty good blocking capability. I got Banishing Light, which is Oblivion Ring. A must for their threats. I have Unidentified Hovership, which is a vehicle, which in my opinion, vehicles are, most of them are incredibly fucking stupid. Because if I have something on the field, there's not many vehicles I really want to tap my creature that I already have for the sake of bringing in a vehicle that's just going to change back. It's a cool concept, but I think they need to work on it a little more. But it is an artifact, and it is 3 mana. So if I can exile target creature with toughness 5 or less, I can pop that down while popping my Simulacrum at the same time, and it's a little good removal as well as some token creation. I have Assimilation Aegis, which is basically the better Reflection Net. Actually, no, Reflection Net is better. Reflection Net's an uncommon for the same amount of mana that you can play at instant speed. So whatever I exile with this card, I can equip it to my creature and create a copy of that. I typically don't really want to do that ever. It just doesn't come in handy that often. I would much rather have Reflection Net, but unfortunately it's not in Standard, so I don't get that flash instant speed removal. But it's all good. I got All Fate Scrolls, which doesn't look good, but trust me, it's not too bad. I took a look at all the mythic and gold artifacts that are in this Standard set, and this is not really a set for artifacts at all. It's definitely not geared towards that. They're trying to go with like Graveyard Search and just white racism, but I feel like I cracked the code. I might have built the one strong artifact deck in this whole entire Standard set, and I'm pretty happy that I get to be a unique boy. But 3 mana, add 1 mana of any color, which is usually how those mana artifacts go. It's usually 3 mana minimum, whether it's Guildgate Charm or something like that, or Crest, whatever the fuck they're called. And then for 7 mana, I can sacrifice the artifact and draw X cards, which seems like obscene, and you'd be like, well, it should be 5. They should have just made it gold or mythic and then had it be 5 mana. But it actually comes in handy. I get to late game pretty frequently. And it does come in handy since it's every different type of land I control, different named land. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So max I can draw is 7 lands, or 7 cards, and that is sick as fuck. I have a new addition to my deck, which is Morningtide's Light, which is OP as fuck. So if I get enough of these bad boys out onto the field, boom, look at him, looking brawlic, looking like Brawly. can't stop me. For tender age of 33, I joined the Illuminati. But I have Morning Tide's Light, which exile any number of target creatures at the beginning of the next end step. Return those cards to the battlefield tapped under their owner's control until your next turn. Prevent all damage that would dealt to you. So not only is it a fog for 3 more mana, but their creatures disappear. I forgot what that card was called, where it's like vanishing something, where you totally exile all attacking creatures, which is nice. These ones come back, but if I have 3 23/23s on the field, because hopefully you'll get to see that my artifacts ramp up quickly, then I get to just attack on the free low. So if anything, I could add an extra one of these. I just got an extra one, I'm pretty sure, and I could put a second one in here. I'm not sure if I would do that or not. But, you know, it's all up in the air. If anything, I would probably take out one of these bad boys, or maybe a land, or even Elspeth, because Elspeth is cool, but I don't think my deck necessarily needs her. It's more flavor for me and a distraction for them. Next card I got in here is Appa. Yip. Bison Ally. Yeah, it's Flash. It's a 3/4 with Flash for 4 mana. Already good. Flying. Nice. But when Appa enters, airbend any number. And when Appa enters, Jesus Christ, airbend any number of target non-land permanents you control. Whenever you cast a spell from exile, create a 1/1 white ally creature token. So it is a token engine. It has Flash, flying. It's a 3/4, which is already a great intended block. I'm playing a white deck. Well, I'm playing blue too, but they're probably not expecting me to flash in too many things. And it's protection, because I can, if they happen to have a spell that'll destroy any of my stuff, I can airbend it and then play it for 2 mana, which if you look at my deck is nice, because not only am I airbending it, but most of my things are 3 mana, and I even have Gilded Lotus in here and a couple of higher mana things, which get airbend, and then I play them again for 2 mana. So even if I don't have an active threat that I'm trying to avoid, if I just have him in my hand and they're about to pass the turn to me, I've been getting text messages from like Democrat bill passers. Someone signed me up to just know what Democrats are passing as far as bills. I don't know shit about that stuff, and I'm not even registered to vote, so I don't know why they keep informing me of their decisions as if I'm making any money off it. And I'm losing money on my stocks, because I'm invested in a bunch of Democratic stocks, and when they do bad business, I have a bad day. So get it together, Democrats. But anyway, what was I saying about this guy? Oh yeah, so even if I got nothing going on and there's no active threat, I could just play him, and then I can airbend something random, just like unidentified hover ship, or if I have 2 world breakers on the field, I could just airbend like both of those, and then I can play him again for 2 mana on my next turn, and I can keep popping off Simulacrum. So the synergy is immaculate. The synergy of this deck is like Naz's Illmatic. Like, it's a classic, and hopefully I get to demonstrate that. I have Day of Judgment. Destroy all creatures, because I'm still trying to stall you out. I have 2 of these. I have No Witnesses. Destroy all creatures, because I'm really just trying to stall you out. And if I have the most creatures, create a clue token. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I've never had the most creatures, but it doesn't fucking matter. I don't give a shit. I have White Arcite, which I have 3 of these. Maybe I don't need 3. But it gives me, for 4 mana, I can exile anything I want. And it gives me a mana. So an extra mana Oblivion Ring for an extra mana, which brings it back down to 3, is good mathematics. I have Elspeth, which doesn't need to be in here, but I can create twice as many tokens, and she's a token engine herself, and her +0 has saved my life a couple times if I want my constructs to fly through the air like the beautiful metallic chrome angels that they are. I have that. And then I have a 5 mana, destroy all creatures. And then I have Ezrim, Agency Chief. When he enters, I investigate twice. So more artifacts, more card draw, more poppy. And then I can sacrifice an artifact and give him Vigilance, Lifelink, or Hexproof. So he can be threatening. He's a very cool Commander card. I've never seen anyone play him in Commander, but also I don't watch people play Commander, so I don't know what they play. And then I have lands, because it's always good to have a place to land. And so we're going to play this. I played a little ranked already. I'm not starting from the bottom, and now we're here. But I am starting from relatively close to the bottom. And so it was. Standard rank. I think I'm silver 4. So hopefully it goes well and you get to see my deck perform. It's been performing okay so far, but it could all change. I get scared every time I record because you never want to miss a shot when the big game is happening. So this hand is garbage, but we'll keep it. This hand is true dust. And play that. Surveil, see if we got some over here. We're going to keep a little bit of removal. At the very least, we do have some creature presence. And we have this. Get some card draw in there. Let me switch my tiger up. I'm feeling like an Incubi today. And then we're gonna play Island. We're gonna see what these eyeballs do. They pop. That's pretty sick. This game is so much better. We're gonna plot this guy. Than on the phone, dude. I'm so impressed by their interface. Oh shit. Alright, so pretty much I'm not getting anything that I need. We're gonna hold off. He hasn't played a creature yet. I could ping him, start pinging him for 2, but I don't really want to. It looks like he's playing mono white. At least we don't have to worry about counter spells. Alright, that's not good. So what we are going to do, though, is just get one thing. Because I don't want to risk him overwhelming me. And then it looks like we're going to just play Simulation Aegis, and we're going to try and keep his board short. So next turn, he's going to be a 4/5 with lifelink, and he's going to have to deal with that. The good thing about white is as long as you deal with it as it comes. Oh shit. That's an unexpected card for him to play. I'm gonna pop Silent, whatever his name is, down. Okay. This guy's a problem. I've never seen anyone play him, really. He's drawing a card, which is good. Looks like he's also playing blue-white, which is a little concerning because I don't know what his deck's going to center around, but most likely life gain. He played, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and draw. He has 1 mana. Even if he does have a counter, he can't really do anything. We're going to attack with this guy. And then we're going to draw a card, which is good. We're going to play Simulacrum, and we're going to hopefully overwhelm him. Scry 2 is really good for us. I could do that. Do I want to do that? I don't have Moonlit, but this might come in handy if he's going to play offline. But I would rather have the opportunity to draw Destroy All Creatures. I could change him now. I'm going to go ahead and equip this. So he's still a little stuck. He can't destroy all creatures because I'm sure he wants to keep his board. And he can attack me, but I'll just swing back with this. He does have full mana though, so he could bounce. Yep. Figured. play this right off the bat. Then we're going to plot him again. And then we're going to leave this guy to block, but I don't have enough mana. I should have just attacked, but it doesn't really fucking matter. Hey, let's hope he doesn't have that 4 mana bounce creature. That's probably why he has like the islands in there. I was not expecting him to play my card, dude. Usually my cards... My friends always told me that my card choices sucked. I think they're better now. But, I don't think I could block anything. Hold on. Pay 1 for each of those creatures. Okay. Yeah. I'll go ahead and block. I'm trying to get destroy all creatures, so... I want to prevent that damage if at all possible. I'm going to play Dusk Animus again. And then... play Worldbreaker's Helm. And we'll play Elspeth. We'll do the +1. We'll attack with a 7/7 just to force him to block. Because he's working off life total. And no one wants to take 7 damage. So he should... Oh, pacifism. He's probably going to attack Elspeth. He should split it up, though. Oh, he's going to attack me. Can I block? I don't think I can block. I'll try to block. Yeah, I can't block. So I have 7 life. He's not playing anything that's going to have haste, which is good. I definitely didn't get the card that I wanted, which is bad. And now I gotta decide what I want to do. Some lifelink would be nice, so I'll definitely swing with him. Destroy target creature. Mana value 3 or greater. Alright, so I'm in a good position. We'll get rid of that guy. And we'll go ahead and swing with those. And now it's looking like a guaranteed win. Because he's pretty much run out of gas. He could bounce something, or he could destroy all creatures. You know, if I hadn't gotten that attack off right there, I probably would have done the same thing. I honestly don't care about my board presence, because this is the important part right here. I'm going to go ahead and create another map token. See, and I got this. So, I'll win right here, I'm pretty sure. So we got 2, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to go ahead and play this. And then we're going to create some more. So that's game unless he has another destroy all creatures. He's not going to have enough mana to do anything. How do you say good game? And bam, we got it. So my deck, even though it's only like 2s and 3s, it is super consistent. Every 2 and 3 does do something. And if I hadn't had some of these singletons, then it could have definitely gone either way. So there is a purpose. There's a method to the madness. Got a card. I like this mechanic that they put in for their real set. It's cool, like all of the Fortnite type shit is alright, but I like the original stuff more. But I don't mind it anymore. I'm not being a hype beast or an anti-hype beast. It's cool to have like some Avatar things. I'm looking forward to Witcher shit. Whatever, superhero stuff. I don't care. But these are cool. Things coming in with negative counters and then getting stronger. This is sick. Alright, cool. We got our first win. Let's see what else we could do with this deck, dude. I didn't really get to like pop off, but I mean, a win's a win. Alright, so this is another super shitty hand. I don't want to risk a mulligan though. Just gotta hope that he has a slow deck. What's my tiger doing over there? Look, he's probably gonna be playing black-white, which isn't that slow. If he starts attacking me with fucking vampires. Oh, he mulligan. That's good. No. I want some removal. I don't want to fucking wait. And look, there was another plains anyway. A little ping land. Watch him play that swamp. Or not. Okay. So I have a decent amount of mana now, but what is this? Enchant creature this turn. Okay, so it's just a 3/3. This is like super bad for me. He has mono white, which is kinda good. I'm gonna go ahead and just play a big guy off bat. I don't know if he's gonna have removal. I don't think he will. But he could have a pacifism, which is just as fucking bad. But I need to start blocking. I should have played him first, but I have some life gun. Oh, okay, I see what he's doing. That's pretty cool. Alright, I thought this card was garbage, but how he built it is pretty decent. It's pretty good for this. Oh, that's no good. He decided not to block, bro. What the fuck? I'm gonna play a Lotus. Wow, bro. I'm gonna lose off the strength of just not drawing any of my removal. That kind of feels bad. I feel like my deck will, for an okay amount, stay above 50% win rate, but man, when you're unlucky, you're unlucky. We got first strike too. That's a bitch. Yo, what a bitch, bro. Let me do scry and see what I got. There we go. Boom, just like that. So I'm gonna get free 5 damage off this. Watch this. I don't want to sacrifice an artifact. I wish I could get some lifelink, but you know what? Fuck it. Bam, just like that. And then watch. Oh, all his hard work, bro. He got 1 card in his hand. And I'm gonna play Silent Hall Creeper. I'm gonna get my card draw off now. Because my hand isn't exactly anything to fucking write home about either. And I keep drawing on my lands. I'm gonna get ping off. Bow. But I have, look at this. I'm telling you, dude. So you know what? I'm actually, since I have card draw, I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and I'm gonna make him, boom, 3/3, and then I'll end my turn because I'm pretty sure any tap ability is instant speed. So he could destroy all creatures. He could pacify. It doesn't really matter. He's in a terrible fucking spot. And the clock is ticking because this motherfucker at 3/3 now, and I just got to attack him 4 times. So I could just not play anything in my hand and force him to search his... Hopefully Avacyn isn't in standard. That would piss me off. I'm going to go ahead and pop this. Have all the options in the motherfucking world. And it's my turn. Alright, cool. So we didn't draw any removal except for the very clutch Destroy All Creatures card. And we are now Silver 3. The haunting memories of being in League of Legends. And just fucking dealing with silver gods, dude. Apollos. 2 Hollises, dude. Fake minks. And all the silver gods, bro. Frost childrens. I'm not hating on any of you guys. I don't know. It just felt appropriate for some reason. The music's good. Don't come at me with your weird fan bases. I might download League and then delete it at the end of today. This is a stupid fucking hand. Every single hand that I've drawn has been stupid. I'll mulligan. Fuck it. I'm feeling cocky. Oh, look at this. Oh, where'd it go, dude? Where's the confidence? At least I know on turn 4 I could do something. Turn 3. A word to the wise, if you have all your mana and you have more than a monocolored deck, don't mulligan. Don't make the same mistakes that I make. He's gonna have reassembling skeleton. This guy looks cool though. Looks like my friend. This card's dope. Yeah, go ahead and discard those. Oh. That's cheating, bro. Your mama ever tell you that you're a fucking cheater? You can get rid of Kiora. That's not discard, bro. That's having cards under your fucking sleeve. Like Lando. I'm supposed to be Lando here. Yeah, see, so what I was saying at the beginning of the video, it looks like this whole entire set is geared towards like graveyard and exile play. Alright, so win or lose, I'm still pretty proud that I managed to build an artifact deck around this whole mess of life gain and graveyard thumping. I am a true poet in the times of swine. Win or lose, you mean nothing to me. I'll play a simulacrum. I see you. I see ye, lads. You've known nothing of the arts. Your version of classics is farts and mom jokes. I did have a completely copy and pasted pro deck though that I would almost never lose with. I forgot what that card was called, but it was centered around, I think it was Mulch. It was the Huntsman for 3 mana, green red, where you pop him and you make a wolf. It was some sort of infinite life something. It was an infinite, and it was that Huntsman guy from a long time ago, where you mulch until you like recur something, and then it just pops off and goes on forever. That shit is sick. And I totally did not build it myself, but whoever built it is a god. Destroy all his creatures. Huntsman of the Purge or something? Something like that. Whenever Innistrad came out, I think that was like an Innistrad card. And we're going to get some more mana up in this bitch. I'm going to create a construct. Get rid of his Nighthawk. And now I have field presence, so he's either going to respond to my field or keep trying to play creatures hoping that I don't have an answer, which I do. So he's in a tight spot. One thing this standard thing lacks, so far as I can tell, is it doesn't have too many gigantic mana cards. Like, we're all being forced to kind of play early to mid, and there isn't too much to do late. At least I haven't seen anything yet. I might just be like low enough elo to where I don't. Or maybe that's not even how standard functions. I imagine that it goes and they switch like any other game, where they're like, well, we'll do early game for a couple years and then we'll switch it back to late game, because that's just good business. But honestly, I have no fucking idea. We're going to pop Moonlit on that since we have a free turn. Anytime they do removal on my side from my constructs, I consider it a free turn, because I am a Chinese shoe factory. Temu Incorporated. I don't give a fuck. I'll make more. I don't give a goddamn fuck. I'm sure when I get in higher tier, this guy's going to be all over the place. But right now, he's going to be exile. I play a land. I don't need that. I have mulch too. Ask me about it. That was nice. Thank you. We're gonna make another Simulacrum. Watch this pop off. This is what I was talking about. I'm glad you got to see it. I'm glad you got to fucking see it, bro. Boom. And this is why I fucking film myself on my Mac J. Look at that, dude. Look at him. He's got his chest out. He's like, I don't need to go to the bitches, because the bitches are gonna come to me. Do you see what I'm working with? They about to be at my feet trying to crawl up my body to get to my head. Give me a kiss. And they gonna stop at the waist. You think we giving a fuck with 8 12-12s? Let me destroy one of them. Oh, spicy quesadilla. He's like, well, I can't do shit, but I'm gonna do this. I do that all the time. I try and figure out what their favorite card is on the field when I know I'm gonna lose, and I'm fine with just taking out that one motherfucker, bro. Fuck that guy. I might have lost, but your hero is dead. Later, Joan of Arc. Let's say good game. Good game. I just want you to see it pop off one more time. Damn, bro. And we got him. Okay, so I'm not scared to lose, because I will lose at some point. I'm really proud of this deck, and I think I'm going to stay at least above 60. I'll try and, I want to say 70, but to be safe, I'll say 60% win rate for a while, until I start getting it into those 4-3 decks, because right now I can see I'm able to pace them out. I'm not really drawing my Destroy All Creatures cards like I want to, but I'm able to outpace them because they aren't following the 3-4 format, which I don't know if that's the format. It's just what I've noticed while trying to build a deck. And as soon as I start running into more of those, then it's going to be a lot fucking harder. I'm sure it's going to happen at some point, and I'm going to get frustrated. because running into a deck like mine, you don't want to let me get pacing. That's where the fucking skill of the game actually comes in. First you learn how to build the deck, then you learn how to read the cards properly. First you learn how to build, then you learn how to read, and then you learn how you're supposed to actually play the game. So right now we're still learning to read. We're figuring it out. Oh, this does this. And then we're learning some mathematics. So Kakashi Sensei, you're saying that this card and that card might have different names, but they have synergy together, so they should be played together? That's my level right now. But soon we'll graduate. Well, I might not, but I'll get to the class and you'll see how much I really know. But we're going to keep it at 3 for 3 right now. And then see how long the cockiness of thinking I know how to play this game lasts. But I'm super proud of this deck. I never upload my decks or anything, but maybe I'll do it for this one and just see if people, I don't know how to upload it, but maybe I'll see what people think and if they fuck with it. I think it's a cool standard card or standard deck for this set with all this graveyard shit. And maybe see if someone wants to build that 3-4 for me that I know I'm not going to ever build. And then if I see someone play it, I'll be like a happy little goose. I'll be like, I did that. That's my kid. You see her go? Look at her. She don't know a damn thing about cheerleading, but look at her go. She pretends she do. And nobody else care. But anyway, a part's going to be a part. Hopefully you enjoyed me popping off at the end right there, because I for sure did. And I'll catch you on the next one. We'll probably maybe play more of this and see how far we could go. So part is through, and without any further ado, I bid you adieu. Until next time, you dig. Bye.
All is all だぜ